SMT Nation, what is going on? It's your boy, the SMT. Today we're going to be looking at how important millimeter wave technology is going to be and why Verizon really gets it, why AT&T kind of gets it, and why I don't think T-Mobile really gets it. All right, so case in point, Japan is a country that is a worldwide wireless leader. They led in 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G LTE, and they're leading the way in 5G. They set the golden standard in wireless networking. So they've got a couple of companies that are going to be mentioned here in this video. NTT Docomo, sub-6 gigahertz carrier aggregation innovations, Rakuten with their vRAN technologies. All Japanese wireless carriers, when it comes to network operators, have one thing in common. That is commercial and scalable millimeter wave deployment. I've said time and time again, millimeter wave is the true capacity layer. I don't really think it's something that you can even argue. To me, when I look at the capacity potential with gigabit plus speeds, the ultra low latency, and it's shown to be in many cases, multiple reports, as well as what's going on in Japan, it's the most cost-effective way to actually bring capacity to urban city centers, home and business fixed wireless access, and enterprise. So the data, the research, it indicates that a sub-6 gigahertz only or a sub-6 gigahertz majority deployment of 5G is a cost efficiency liability. Millimeter wave at scale reduces operational costs by 35%. And it also offers a huge boost to more capacity wherever it's deployed to scale. So the results in Japan are so promising. I was looking into these numbers. Companies are actually digging in deeper on millimeter wave. As of right now, Japan's telecoms have deployed 3 times more nodes than the original estimates and projections set. So the data indicates that since September of 2020, at that time, there were 2,300 nodes installed in all of Japan. In just under 7 months, March 2021, that number ballooned to 8,100. That's 6,000 nodes added in that 6 or 7 month time span. So what the carriers are doing that makes that technology special is they're actually aggregating sub-6 gigahertz with the millimeter wave. And what this is doing is it's creating pretty much the 5G blueprint. You get this incredible capacity, you get an incredible new set of technologies and beamforming, and then with the new technologies that are coming to market in terms of hardware, with repeaters and echoes and pivots, and this incredible capacity because of the channel depth of millimeter wave, right? You get hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of megahertz spectrum. It really is incredible and has a huge ceiling. So which carrier is following the Japanese blueprint? It's Big Red. It's Verizon. When you look at the number of nodes that Japan as a country, it's at about 8,100 as of March. Verizon last year deployed 17,000. And they're set to deploy another 14,000 this year. That would put them at 31,000 nodes. So compare the 31,000 nodes in the United States to the 8,000 nodes. Well, and you might estimate maybe 10 or 12,000 in Japan by the end of this year. Maybe, right? Maybe more. Even if it was 15,000. Verizon had more than that in their first year of deployment. Or I should say like the first 2 years of deployment. So, what does this mean? What does this mean for Verizon? What does this mean for millimeter wave? Fixed wireless access, Verizon's obviously going to want to serve as many customers as possible. Their services are going to compete directly with cable based on performance immediately. Remember, it is the most cost-effective way to build a 5G network. Throw in carrier aggregation potential, other technologies that'll make it more fiber-like, especially when it comes to the uplink. When you start seeing 300, 400, 500 megabits per second on the uplink, this is going to be a tremendous technology that's going to allow Verizon to really take off with fixed wireless as well as enterprise. And the icing on the cake is you get it on mobility too. Now, T-Mobile's going to do fixed wireless access too, but they're not really looking to compete with fiber companies. And Maybe not necessarily even cable companies. They're going to be taking DSL customers. They're going to be taking satellite customers. That's a slam dunk. T-Mobile's going to be taking them, no questions asked. Those are going to be easy customers for them to get. But I don't think T-Mobile is really willing to engage in the build-out of millimeter wave and the deployment, the process, right? They likely can't really beat Verizon in the space. I think Verizon's dug in. They have a willingness to deploy all these nodes, and maybe just T-Mobile's thinking of themselves, it's a waste of time to want to compete with Verizon, plus all the fiber companies that are already there in these places. So they're kind of competing for different customers. So I don't really look at Verizon wireless fixed wireless access and T-Mobile fixed wireless access as the same. I think they're competing for different customers. But when it comes to the urban setting, enterprise, gaming, I think they're Verizon's customers to take when it comes to telecom. So it's pretty clear. Verizon's probably going to have the most capacitive network. Based on the plan, based on the holdings, the spectrum licenses, the millimeter wave, the sub-6, the C-band. I mean, they're going to have the speed crown. They're going to probably have the most foolproof, bulletproof, high-capacity network. And they need it. They're going to be serving a lot of fixed wireless customers. They're going to want to scale it. They're going to do mobility, they're going to do enterprise, they're going to do agency, and they want to put 50% of their urban network traffic on millimeter wave. So that being said, Verizon has the will. They're going to see it through. They're going to spend all that money, and they're going to do this. I don't think T-Mobile is really willing to do it, and I don't think they care to do it. Like I said, I think they're approaching different marketplaces for different customers. So we can argue all day, night long about who's going to have the faster network. It's really irrelevant. But in my eyes, based on Verizon's commitment to the build out of millimeter wave, their network's going to be the fastest. But really, it's about being able to offer the capacity that'll keep their network going and serving customers for fixed wireless access, mobility, enterprise, and all of those different use cases. Clearly, the data suggests millimeter wave is the way to do it. So for those of you that have questioned Verizon's approach to networking, why are they focusing on millimeter wave? Why would they invest so much time and money into a technology that seems so fickle and seems so useless to phones? The truth of the matter is, it's not just about phones. It's about fixed wireless. It's about enterprise. It's about business. It's everything. And when Verizon says we want 50% of our urban traffic on millimeter wave, they're going to do it. Whatever time it takes, however much it takes to invest in it, the data suggests that it actually is 35% more efficient to go with millimeter wave. So actually, Verizon's just following the data. They're just looking at the research. They're crunching the numbers. This is the best way to do 5G. And they're going to scale it. So I'm really excited about millimeter wave. I know it's going to be a huge piece of 5G networking. And I think whichever companies decide to go in big with millimeter wave are going to be the capacity leaders. They're going to be the companies that can most adequately serve their customers to scale and with capacity. They'll be doing fixed wireless with 300 megabit per second tiers, gigabit speed tiers. I mean, we haven't even seen this technology mature. It's still the early onset of millimeter wave. We haven't even properly seen beamforming. We haven't even seen the pivotal CommWare technologies that are going to get this stuff indoors from outdoors. And we haven't even seen the IEB application. The backhaul demand is going to be minimized because of millimeter wave. There's cost savings and there's effective deployment in that way. I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I wanted to present this in a clear, concise way. Let's go ahead and hashtag millimeter wave so we can reinforce the fact that this technology is going to be a game changer. It's only a couple years old, an application of telecom. So I'm super excited about it. I can't wait to see what it holds in the future. Go ahead and sound off in the comment section below. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Drop me a line. Let me hear what you guys have for your opinions and your perspectives. The voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.
Thank you for taking this opportunity to watch the SMT YouTube channel. If you appreciated this video, give it a like and a share to all your favorite social media platforms. Thank you in advance for that. Also, check out some of the links in the description box. We have the SMT Patreon page We also have the Twitter handle at SneedTech, and do check out the audio-only podcast available on all the major podcast platforms. And if you are new, have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and activate the bell notification icon so you never miss an upload from the SMT. We'll catch you on the next video. Peace.